of amazing snacks in Disney World.
And we're gonna go try the top 3 so you can make sure to add them to your list.
Let's go! We are here at Magic Kingdom to try the top 3 best snacks. And we're not just in Magic Kingdom. The AllEars team is in every park in Disney World to show you the top 3 snacks at each park so you know exactly what you should be eating. You came over here because we said snacks too many times, I bet.
Magic Kingdom is known for its staples: churros, Mickey pretzels, Dole Whips, mini corn dogs, and yes, Mickey ice cream bars. We've decided though to go a little bit off the beaten path just to find a few that aren't maybe the first things that come to mind, maybe a few that aren't necessarily hidden, but they aren't featured as much as they should be. So our first stop on our list is something that you probably have never heard of, and it's gonna blow your mind. So let's go.
When you head out of the hub from the castle, make sure to make a left and head into Adventureland for our first snack. Adventureland is also the land I usually go to first. Emma, what land do you usually start your Magic Kingdom day in?
Tomorrowland, baby.
Oh, we have opposite takes here.
We have opposite takes.
I'm always an Adventureland starter because look, Aladdin and Jasmine are here. That's not why, but they are here. Now, Emma did say that you've probably never heard of this snack.
Yep.
And I know what you're thinking. We're standing at Aloha Isle Refreshments, home of Dole Whip, the snack that literally everybody's heard of.
Yeah, but just wait.
Oh, we're just waiting.
Yep.
All right, I'm waiting.
So of course, our first treat is going to be here at Aloha Isle Refreshment over in Adventureland. It has Dole Whips, it has floats, it has some surprising things that we think are pretty fun. And this is your one-stop shop for all things Dole Whip. You can get Dole Whip in other parts of the parks and even here in Magic Kingdom. But if you're looking for that traditional pineapple Dole Whip, this is going to be your first stop.
We told you it was special. It's not just Dole Whip, it's also the pineapple upside down cake.
Ooh.
I know. Who knew there was pineapple upside down cake at Aloha Isle? We did. And we're telling you because it's delicious. This is a huge pineapple upside down cake heaped with Dole Whip. Definitely a shareable snack, and this is seriously one of my favorites. Whenever I go to Aloha Isle, I'm always on the fence of getting this and a float, and it's always a really hard decision, so I'm excited. Have you ever had this?
I actually have not, even though I've heard amazing things about it.
So this was missing for a really long time after the parks reopened, and when it came back, I was overjoyed because I had never had it either, and it lived up to every moment that I had not had it before.
I am so excited. I mean, I'm literally choked up for a second. Disney cakes aren't always fresh and moist.
Yeah.
I expected this to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing.
It's so good.
So fresh, maybe or maybe not. It tastes that way. Pineapple chunks and then the Dole Whip melting on top of it makes it so moist.
It like seeps into the cake.
It's amazing.
Yeah. When you go to Aloha Isle, odds are you're beelining for Dole Whip. I get it. You know, I get it. But why get Dole Whip when you could get Dole Whip on top of cake?
It was wonderful. And as someone who traditionally chooses other things over Dole Whip, I actually really love the Dole Whip with the cake.
Yeah. Would you consider that one of the best snacks in Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Me too.
Hands
I don't even have to think about it. You should be getting that. If you don't like pineapple, that's maybe the only reason you should not try that out.
Fully agree.
But it is very good.
I don't even love pineapple Dole Whip that much. I will absolutely get that every time.
It was really good. Our next stop is Gaston's Tavern. Now, I feel like I've been here with Emma like once a week, and if you've seen our videos, you probably know what this one is going to be, but I won't spoil it for you, although I think I already said it. I'm gonna go get it. And no, Gaston, when I say best snack in Magic Kingdom, I am not talking about you. Gaston's Tavern is home to a number of specialty eats. They've got the Goofy Dome Cake for the 50th, the Warm Cinnamon Roll, which hint, hint, might be what we're here for, an actually surprisingly good ham and provolone and Swiss sandwich, and then the LeFou's Brew, which Emma's also a really big fan of, which is sort of an apple slush with some mango foam on it.
Here she is in all of her beauty. The iconic, the sensational Magic Kingdom staple. Drumroll please, Quincy. The Gaston's warm cinnamon roll. And I just described the whole thing to you because it's just a warm cinnamon roll, but it's gigantic and you have lots of icing, and we actually get extra icing.
And it's scientifically proven to be better than the Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Go check out those citations of the How Fast Can We Get to Magic Kingdom from the Contemporary Resort video.
Yep, the research and
That's
science.
It's all there.
It is
it's all
there.
there for you to see.
Go check it out.
Emma, Hannah, et al.
Yeah, there you go.
We of course got an extra icing cup because we're not amateurs. I have not gone for extra icing because I actually am not an icing person. I'm so sorry. I know. It's just who I am. I also went for a much smaller bite than when I put half the cinnamon roll in my mouth during our best day ever in Magic
She's learned
Kingdom.
her lesson.
It was a dramatic experience. So good. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's full.
It's a cinnamon.
It's sticky.
It rolls. Right?
It's so cinnamony. The cinnamon in it has like a really sticky, like cinnamon sort of like, it's like a cinnamon goo, for lack of a better word, but in a very good way. This is hands down the best cinnamon roll in Disney World.
Yeah, no
It beats
question.
Mickey cinnamon rolls. There aren't really many cinnamon rolls in general.
Out of the two, my
Out of the
goodness,
two.
this one takes
This
the
one
cake.
is very good. It's one of the best breakfasts in Magic Kingdom. I mean, we chose it for breakfast on our best day ever in the Magic Kingdom. I would recommend splitting it. I could never in my life finish one of these on my own. We got the cheeseburger spring rolls. There are two flavors typically. Right now it's the cheeseburger spring rolls and the Reuben spring rolls for the 50th. The cheeseburger tend to be around almost all the time, and then sometimes there are other ones like pepperoni pizza or
Buffalo chicken.
which is Emma's. She talks about it all the time.
I really loved that one. I've not seen it in a hot minute. Keep
Yeah.
your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled. And it does come with their secret sauce, which is one of those, you know, mayonnaise, pickle relish.
Shh, it's a secret sauce.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a
Yeah.
secret. Spring roll cheers. Spring roll cheers.
This is amazing.
These are so good.
These are so good. These are genuinely my favorite snack here in Magic Kingdom. I could eat these every single day. The perfect savory snack. If you're looking for something sweeter, this is not it. But if you are a savory king, queen, or whatever you like to title yourself savory, this is for you.
It's like so cheesy, and it's got a ton of filling, and then the outside is like the perfect level of crunch. They're always so warm, and I absolutely love like the pickly taste from the sauce. That's like my favorite thing in the world. So my only complaint with these is that they are over $9 for two.
Now I give you that.
Mm-hmm.
If it is 1,000 degrees, these might not be your best option.
You're gonna sweat.
We did wait until later in the afternoon to get these because they are so good, but I have had these when it has been 104. The oil that was sweating, the way I felt after, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
You don't need it on the inside of you when you feel like that on the outside. When you feel like one of these spring rolls on the outside, don't put one on the inside.
And if you want one and it is 104, maybe walk somewhere with shade. Let your body cool, then eat it.
But a best snack in Magic Kingdom? Absolutely.
100%.
All right, Emma, do you think these are the top 3 snacks in all of Magic Kingdom?
Oh, Magic Kingdom?
She didn't expect me to ask for that. Yes.
That's a hard one. Magic Kingdom has so many amazing ones. I think these are really, really good ones, and I'd say they're my top 3. Ugh, that's hard.
I would say
There might be a few honorable mentions.
yes. I'd pull cinnamon roll because I'm not an icing person, not a cinnamon roll person, and swap them for corn dog nuts. But otherwise, spring roll definitely. Dole Whip with that upside down pineapple cake definitely.
Yeah, I might even give an honorable mention to a Cheshire cattail.
Yeah.
I love those. Magic Kingdom just has so many good ones.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom's not my jam for snacks, but my honorable mention would go to corn dog nuggets.
Fair.
But yeah,
Fair.
I think we aced this one.
Yeah.
I'm here at Epcot to try the top 3 best snacks. We're not just covering Epcot though, the AllEars team is covering all 4 parks. I'm feeling pretty lucky though, because I get to try the best snacks. I'm looking like the best snack. What? Honestly, this list is not shocking. I mean, these are some of my absolute favorites. One of these snacks are going to absolutely blow your mind. Now, all of the top 3 snacks are actually in, surprising no one, let's say it together, kids, World Showcase. The front of the park, now known as World Celebration, World Discovery, and World Nature, have never really quite been known for its fine dining and or food. However, I will say Epcot is stepping up their game with Connections Cafe, which is basically their themed Starbucks, Connections Eatery, and of course, Space 220. With all of that being said, I cannot imagine how many new food offerings we're gonna get soon, hopefully. All of Epcot is still completely under construction. There's so many construction walls everywhere. Epcot is getting a complete overhaul. So I'm pretty sure once that starts to finish up, we're gonna definitely maybe see some new food offerings. Until then, you cannot stop the power of eating around the world. Let's go. Best thing about eating around the world, getting your steps in. I'm gonna burn so many calories and then immediately gain them all back. I had to split off, Mexico or Canada. Now for the purpose and the only purpose of finding the top 3 snacks at Epcot, we will head right into the UK. The UK is hands down one of my favorite pavilions, mainly because it has the pub, which is one of my favorite places to go here at World Showcase at EPCOT. But there's a bunch of other great things you can do here as well. You can shop. The Rose and Crown is a great table service restaurant that has, honestly, one of the best firework viewings, in my opinion. You can also meet Alice in Wonderland outside of this really cute cottage, and towards the back, there's this little gazebo venue where oftentimes you can see performances that changes from time to time, so check your listings. Right outside this should be a couple different time changes. Right next to the Rose and Crown, you'll see the Yorkshire Country Fish Shop, where we're gonna grab their famous fish and chips. And of course, if you're on the go, you can definitely mobile order these, well, snack-ish foods. Listen, I know fish and chips may be more of a meal than a snack, but a snack is in the eye of the beholder. Just give me a bag full of Grand's biscuits. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, fish and chips time. There she is in all of her glory. Look at that. Got a pretty solid fried batter here. The fish is actually cod. You get fries on the side. They're pretty thick fries. I would almost equate them to steak fries, but I recommend getting tartar sauce and malt vinegar so you can have the best of both worlds. And don't worry, yeah, we're gonna try both. A little comparing taste test here. Right away, looking at it, I'm definitely thinking I could definitely share this with someone. This is definitely perfect for a quick snack. This is what makes it a snack, is if you share it with someone. And you could use a fork or a knife, but I'm just gonna use the good old fingies. Ew, I hated the way that I said that. I don't like that anymore. I'm not gonna say that anymore. All right, we'll try with the tartar sauce. Oh man, cod inside is so flaky, and the outside is so crispy. I'm sure, I guarantee you heard that crunch. Oh yeah, it is a nice texture on the inside and the outside. It's definitely a little oily, so bring some napkins, but super good, super good. Now, usually I like to save my malt vinegar for the fries. I like them on my fries instead, but someone said I should do it on, I should put the malt vinegar on the fish, which I've never done before, which I'm sure that's always the way you're supposed to do it. So I'm gonna try it this time. So I put it on here, so we'll see what happens. What's interesting about the malt vinegar is that the malt vinegar actually cuts through the oiliness of the batter, so that is really interesting. If you don't love vinegar, I wouldn't recommend this, but I will say it is a nice partnership. Really good. There's a reason this is a top snack here at EPCOT. But again, we're gonna keep on. Now the fries. Put it into some malt vinegar because that's what I love to do. Again, see how thick it is? It's almost like a steak fry. That's what it reminds me of, like a big steak fry. I don't know what they're doing here in the UK with their batter and how they fry things, but everything here is just fried so perfectly. Really, it's just the fries. The outside is just perfectly crispy, and the inside is just enough salt. It's really good. Fish and chips here at Yorkshire Country Fish Shop. 10 out of 10. Would recommend, and I will come back here again. Here is a helpful tip for the UK at EPCOT. If the Yorkshire Country Fish Shop line is way too long, you can actually go into the pub and order the fish and chips in the pub with your drink to go. You can totally do it. I've done it before. That's definitely a hack for sure. Just grab your fish and chips and your beverage, and you're off to the next country. Now, in order to find the next top snack here at EPCOT, we just had to go to UK's neighbor, which was France. Oui, mon ami. There's so many great things to do here in France. For example, you can grab a great meal at Le Chefs de France. That's behind me. You can meet Aurora, and of course, you can go on Remy's Ratatouille adventure. You can also head all the way to the back, and you can check out the Beauty and the Beast sing-along or Impressions of France, which is a rotating movie of sorts. But we're gonna go even further past that. We're gonna keep on going all the way past it. And we are gonna make our way all the way to this incredible artisan ice cream and sorbet shop. Now this shop is newly renovated and it has 16 different flavors of ice cream and sorbet handcrafted from scratch. But we are here for the croque glacée, which is basically ice cream pressed on a warm brioche bun. I do want to mention that it is completely customizable. You can put different ice cream on there, pair it with different different drizzles and sauces. So the repeatability factor here is huge. This is it. It's the croque glacée. I asked the guy how to say it and he told me, and I'm still pretty bad at it, but still. Anyway, so it's basically a warm brioche bun pressed over ice cream. And the ice cream that I chose, I tried to go pretty simple so that way I could really get all the flavors of the brioche and everything. I went with a vanilla and a caramel sauce. Just a natural vanilla and a caramel sauce, so that way I could really just not overcomplicate things. Wanted to go pretty simple on this so I could really taste it for the first time. I have been wanting this for a very long time, so I cannot wait to try it. I was chatting with Emma about it the other day, and she mentioned that she has a hard time with this because you actually have to bite down on ice cream, so sensitive teeth might not go over well, so we'll see what happens. All right, again, warm brioche pressed over vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce. Pretty simple, just wanted to try it. Tried it in its simplest form for my first time. I'm not a huge sweets person, but this is ridiculously good. The temperature of the ice cream versus the warmth of the brioche bun, it just works, man. And then the caramel sauce, like there's something about it that just absolutely works. You think hot and cold shouldn't work. You think the ice cream is gonna sog up the bun. It doesn't. It just holds it. The brioche sucks up the flavor of the vanilla ice cream and just makes it even better. And now to work off those fish and chips and that ice cream sandwich, we're gonna get our steps in. We're gonna basically go to the other side of the world showcase, that is. And now we can continue on counterclockwise to the land of Papa and creepy cuckoo clocks. Germany. We're here for the classic and the easiest to take home. I mean, I've even had it on a plane at one point. The caramel popcorn. Honestly, just like the other countries, there are so many things to do here in Germany as well. They have an incredible beer garden, a restaurant where it's table service, where you go in, you sit down, and they even have live music acts. Germany is also home to the very popular grapefruit beer, which I highly recommend, as well as some fun new entertainment that's happening right next door. They're banging on ladders. They're cool. They're funky. I like them a lot. Now this caramel corn is made fresh, like daily. It's so good. And you can even watch them make the caramel corn inside the shop. I'm literally surrounded by birds. They're like, up, I see you've got popcorn. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. All right. It is time for the official taste test. I mean, I've had it before, but it's so good. I'm so excited for this. The ratio, like the caramel to popcorn ratio, is really solid. I mean, sometimes you'll find caramel popcorn with way too much caramel or not enough. But this is really, it's like a nice balance where it's not too sweet, but it is enough just to give you that nice caramel kick. But honestly, the best thing about this is that it is great to go. This is why I did caramel corn last, is because I'm done for the day here at EPCOT, and now I get to take this home. It's so delicious. Fun new tip: if you're on the go, if you're in a rush, you can now mobile order the caramel popcorn. So definitely a must do. You've got no excuse now. Well, that's EPCOT. I actually think we did a really good job. I think those were definitely, I don't know if I could think of another top snack really that wasn't festival related here at EPCOT. The fish and chips, the croquettes, and the caramel popcorn. With that being said, I'm really curious to see, with all the new updates that are happening at the front of the park, if the front of the park can start to beat out World Showcase. That would be a game changer. That would be crazy.
We are here in Animal Kingdom to try the top 3 best snacks. Are you so excited?
Yes.
Let's go. We are gonna head into Pandora. Pandora in Animal Kingdom is a surprising wealth of really good and yummy snacks and meals here. A lot of people say this is one of their favorite places to eat in all of Animal Kingdom, and Satu'li Canteen is the quick service dining location here. Definitely a must try. Our AllEars team absolutely loves it, so that's where we are headed today. You can find Flight of Passage, Navi River Journey, and then of course Satu'li Canteen and Pongu Pongu. So these that we're grabbing today are actually available on the kids menu and the adult menu for different prices, of course. Both are going to be more or less depending on which one you order. For us, we are grabbing the cheeseburger pods here at Satu'li Canteen. And pro tip from us, ordering from the kids menu at any quick service spot in Disney World can make the perfect snack, hence why it's on our snack list. It's almost like Quincy describes it as space Chipotle. You can build your own bowls, you can get cheeseburger pods, of course, desserts. There's lots of options here. Definitely a favorite here in Animal Kingdom.
Gonna go get some food. Gonna go get some food. It smells so good. Oh, all right, we have the goods. We have the cheeseburger pods here at the Situli Canteen in Pandora, as you can see. And these pods are stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and cheddar cheese. Everything you need to get those yummy cheeseburger flavors. We also got the slaw and the amazing chips, which I've already sneaked a couple of them. They are very good.
Ready to try?
I'm very ready to try.
So before we try them, I will say we got the entree so that way we can easily share. The entree is only about $12 right now, so it's easier for us to share. But if you're solo, definitely get the kids portion of this. It's only one. It's a perfect snack, and for us, this is a perfect snack too. So,
Great.
there you go. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I mean, you got the cheeseburger and you got the dough, and I love a good dough, so.
I actually really love bao buns in any form that I can get them, so I can appreciate a cheeseburger bao bun. This isn't my favorite. If I'm going to choose something that's cheeseburger and unique, I'm probably going to choose the cheeseburger spring roll over in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
But this is still really good. It almost is reminiscent of a Crystal's burger to me. So if you've ever had a Crystal's burger, I think this is a very similar flavor and taste. So we did, of course, come for the cheeseburger pods. But because it made more sense for us to split an entree, we got sides too.
Got some slaw.
Here's the vegetable slaw. Ready?
And I put mine on chip.
She did. I like the slaw. I think you can tell it's very fresh.
Yes.
It's really refreshing because it is so fresh. There's not a lot of mayo that you normally find on slaw. It's just enough that it's not dry, but it's not overwhelming.
Yep.
And then I also got one of the popping pearls, which was interesting. I liked it.
Yeah.
It added a little bit of sweetness to it, but I could see why people would not like a little bit of sweetness with their coleslaw.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I will say it's a little vinegar heavy.
Yes.
I'm a garlic girly, and I can definitely sit some garlic in this, and I love that. So, but I will say it's a little vinegar heavy, but overall really good.
How did you feel about your chip?
Oh, the chips are amazing.
These are definitely, you know, they give a house-made chip vibe.
Yes.
I really like them. They're very well seasoned, good and crunchy, and a good mix-up from like Lay's chips that you get at other quick service locations.
Yes. No, these are perfect.
So now we have basically had an elevated cheeseburger and fries as our first two snacks. So we have to end with a dessert. So where else would we have come but into Dino Land at Dino Bite Snacks? So we are going to grab the 50th celebration ice cream sandwich here because it is a new take on an ice cream Sammy. I'm pretty excited about this. So here at Dino Bite Snacks, you can actually grab different forms of ice cream cookie sandwiches, but hot fudge sundaes, chocolate chip cookies, cold brew coffee with ice cream floats, lots of fun cold treats. All right, so the 50th celebration ice cream sandwich is vanilla ice cream sandwich between two house-made double chocolate chip cookies dunked in a glittery celebration sprinkles and topped with the 50th anniversary medallion. Now this is huge.
This is ginormous.
This is a perfect shareable snack. I'm very excited to eat it. Are
Yes, very.
you? Dig in.
Okay, it's huge.
It's very, very large.
And also, we don't have knives. They actually don't have knives at this quick service. They only have spoons. So we're going to share it
Yes.
and just eat with spoons.
Yes.
Because it's also probably more sanitary than us
There
biting.
are 2 plates if you want to maybe
I'm gonna grab a second plate.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be messy. This is gonna be really messy.
It's okay.
This is not, if you have kiddos, I don't feel like this would go super well. It's not going well with us as adults. Ready?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm actually very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, the vanilla ice
agreed.
cream, so good.
And I thought the cookie would be hard because trying to get the spoon into it was not easy.
But it's actually
Melted
softer than
in
I
my
thought.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ice cream I think helped with that. The ice cream is amazing. I absolutely love Disney World's vanilla ice cream. I don't know, there's just something magical about their ice cream in particular. It is so good. The only thing I don't love is the sprinkles.
I was about to ask how you feel.
And I don't love sprinkles.
I don't love sprinkles, and I especially don't really love Disney World sprinkles, even though
Yeah.
they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
But I will say I actually like these. I don't
Really?
necessarily think they add anything.
No.
But I've had sprinkles that definitely take away from something, and I don't think this does that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a great shareable snack for $7.29.
So as we're chowing down, we are sitting here talking about Dino Bites and all the amazing things. And one thing that we think is really important for you guys to know is that they rotate out ice cream sandwiches all the time. Of course, this is a 50th one, so it's been here for a minute, but they do fun seasonal sandwiches. So every time you come to Animal Kingdom, whether it's the first time or the 1000th time,
check out the menu because they do rotate a lot, and it could always be something different. New flavors, new themes.
Yep.
You never know.
You never know. We are here in the Asia part of the park, and we are here at Mr. Kamal's. You can find this right behind the Tree of Life here in Asia, and they have a variety of bottled drinks, but there are two main snack items to choose from, and the main highlights include the chicken dumplings and the Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. Yum, that's why we're here, is those Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. So the menu states that these are served with cured honey mustard or Korean chili ketchup, although they typically just serve the fries with both sauces. And the seasoning is similar to a Cajun style, so it has a tiny bit of a kick.
So we are here for the very special Mr. Kamal's fries. They are served with a curry honey mustard or a Korean chili ketchup, although they traditionally serve the fries with both. The menu is what says or. Traditionally, every time I've gotten them, they have given us both. The seasoning is similar to a Cajun style seasoning, so a little bit of kick. Absolutely one of my favorite things here in Animal Kingdom. I cannot wait to eat these.
Fry bucket, we're thinking of you.
We think of Fry Bucket every time we have a French fry because how could you not? All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay. So this here on the left for us, there they are, is the chili ketchup.
Yes.
And then this is the curry honey mustard.
Yes.
Ready?
Curry honey mustard, chili ketchup. I'm doing the ketchup. She's got the mustard.
These are absolutely one of my favorite things. They are the perfect savory snack in my opinion. I get these almost every single time I'm in Animal Kingdom.
Sure.
For me, this is the #1 snack in Animal Kingdom. Hands down, no question.
I agree with that, honestly.
Do you mix the sauces?
Oh, yes.
That's
Absolutely.
also our pro tip. Mix the sauces. But if you're eating with a friend, don't double dip. Because we're here in Animal Kingdom, a little bit of a safety pro tip. Make sure you are not ever feeding the animals. It impacts their diet, it makes them very sick, and you waste your own food. So definitely, if you can help it, make sure you're throwing your leftover food away if you choose not to eat it or save it. And just don't feed the animals in general.
While I agree with the top 3 snacks here in Animal Kingdom for the most part, I need to mention this honorable mention. It is the grilled corn on the cob. If you are ever here in Animal Kingdom, this is in the back of the Africa section here at the Harambe Market. The grilled corn on the cob is so good. It is $5.29 and it is a perfect snack. And right now we love corn because it's all about the juice and the big lumps of knob.
All right, we finished all 3 of the top snacks here in Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
How do you feel overall?
I feel pretty good. I feel full.
What do you think of these top 3 snacks?
I love Mr. Kamal's fries.
I think these are great choices. Animal Kingdom isn't necessarily known for their food, but I think they have some hidden gems that people aren't really talking about.
They do. Those cheeseburger pods, the Mr. Kamal's fries. So
Even
good.
the ice cream sandwich, which I thought was just going to be generic. I really liked it. I really enjoyed that.
I think I'm going to go with the Yeti Sundae.
You think Yeti Sundae should have made the list?
Yeah, I think it should have replaced the sandwich.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I honestly will say I think all of my top 3s were on here.
Okay.
I don't eat a lot of dessert in Animal Kingdom, so that's why I don't have as strong of an opinion.
Fair.
But I will say an honorable mention of mine is the chicken buffalo chip.
Ooh.
That's hard to say. Chicken buffalo chips from Trilo Bites.
Yes, those are good.
My goodness, do I like those.
Yeah.
So honorable mention to those champs.
Awesome.
So I personally think the only snack that could maybe beat out the other snacks from other parks is Mr. Kamal's fries.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Everything else is good, but doesn't really hold a candle to Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and EPCOT.
I know. The other parks are definitely more focused towards food and snacks, and this park has good ones, but the other ones have great ones.
Agreed.
So,
But will I come to Animal Kingdom for just Mr. Kamal's fries?
yes.
Yes, I will.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10.
We've got some pretty interesting snacks on the menu today for Hollywood Studios.
I was a little bit surprised by some of the choices.
Were you?
I was, just a little. So our first stop here in Hollywood Studios is Baseline Tap House. This is a great spot to grab a beer where you can actually create your own flight and take in the scenes of Grand Avenue at Disney's Hollywood Studios. They also serve California beer and wine along with small bites, and Baseline also offers a bit of the West Coast out of East. This is fitting because Grand Avenue area, which is the former Streets of America section of the park, also celebrates the cities of Los Angeles. There is a little bit of indoor seating, but most of the room is outside where you can take some time to relax, enjoy, and check out the laid-back scene at Baseline. And today, we're going to grab the very popular charcuterie board. I'm excited.
All right, look at that. There it is, the California cheese and charcuterie plate. I thought charcuterie was it. What?
Don't ask them questions, they're Baseline.
Okay, anyway, it's called the California Cheese and Charcuterie Plate. On here we got some Toma Farmstead cheese, Point Reyes original blue cheese, Laura Chanel's Sonoma goat cheese, chorizo, salami, grapes, and toasted baguettes. Lots of good things to get here. It's super light, and it's definitely a great, I would call it appetizer to it, like a nice around the park meal, if you would. If you were doing a progressive meal, I would definitely start here because it's one of the best, I would say, really lighter snacks you can get at the park.
Okay, there's actually several things on this board that I'm really excited to try, but I can't stop looking at the chorizo. That's got a really great flavor, but it's not, sometimes chorizo can be on the spicier side. There's absolutely no spice, at least to this single bite that I had just now. It just honestly tastes like a lot like salami, but I know it's not. It's good though. It's not my favorite. It is oily like those meats tend to be, especially when they heat up.
I'm always going to be a little tad picky because you guys want our honest opinions.
Yeah.
I think the bread to cheese/meats ratio is a tad off. These crostinis look really, really good, and I want more of them because I know I like to have a piece of bread with each bite. That's just how I rock.
Yeah.
So I have the goat cheese. It's on one of these crostinis, but it's interesting. There's kind of like I don't know if you can see that. There's an outside little like.
Not a crust.
It's not a crust, but there's something interesting there. So I'm curious to see what it is because it is not listed as to what the crust is. But this is the Rachel Chanel's Sonoma goat cheese. I cannot tell what the outside is, but it's the goat cheese isn't too heavy. It's super light. There's a little saltiness in there, which I like. I appreciate. And the crostini, again, I bit into that crostini, and it wasn't too hard. It was just baked to enough level that it didn't like flake apart and just fall everywhere. It was really, really nice. The goat cheese might be one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
We're pretty early in.
I know, but still, that's why it's one of the top best snacks in Hollywood Studios.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Bite, if you will.
Really curious.
I actually totally agree with you. It like melts in your mouth.
It's really good.
It's really flavorful.
All right, so this is the Toma Farmstead cheese. It's pretty sharp, which reminds me of like it's not a Parmesan, it's not anything like that. It's pretty sharp, which makes me think it's probably like kind of a sharp cheddar cheese kind of. That's what it tastes like to me. Oh, you're going for all the meat.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this about me.
I don't.
And if you guys might know if you've seen our Mickey's Not So Scary video. I don't love blue cheese.
Oh, okay.
It's a moral failing of mine. I take full responsibility. But you guys know I'm not a fan of blue cheese, so I'm gonna go with it.
Great.
It's good normal salami. You can really taste the peppercorn that is in there. I like that. It's a good kick to it. Very similar to the chorizo though, where we've sat outside. It's gotten a little oily. That's on us for taking our time. But if you don't enjoy that, very similar to the cheeses, maybe eat it inside or just eat it quickly.
So I have my little crostini and my little blue cheese here. All right, here we go. It is a little elevated. It is very potent blue cheese, but still pretty solid. Still really good.
All right, the only thing we haven't tried is a grape. It's a great grape. Bursts in your mouth with flavor.
Okay, now I'm gonna do here's a tip. I'm gonna do my favorite thing that I do with a charcuterie board. I'm gonna stack this.
Okay.
This is what I recommend. So we have our crostini here. We're gonna take our mustard and spread it on our crostini here. This is honestly one of my favorite concoctions. Take our farmstead cheese, which I believe this to be a sharp cheddar of sorts. Then we're gonna take our chorizo on top. There we go. It's like a religious experience.
Do you feel like you're eating a Lunchable?
Yes, but from like a 4-star restaurant. It's like
My favorite kind of Lunchable.
yeah. The ultimate bite, the ultimate charcuterie bite.
4-star, 5-star, however many stars Lunchable right here.
It's so good.
Now listen, I love to stack my charcuterie, but this that you made here today, this might be groundbreaking.
Right? I will say one of my favorite parts about this is really how they do bring the West Coast here. I mean, inside they have like a lot of like Storybook Canal, which is an attraction in Disneyland. They have posters from that. They have Disneyland posters. Like it was really, really interesting and a really interesting way to create a bridge from West Coast and East Coast. Heading out of Baseline Tap House, we are gonna head through Galaxy's Edge and actually keep going out of Galaxy's Edge to get to our next top 3 best snack of Hollywood Studios. In between Walt Disney Presents and the Outer Rim's Batuu, prepare to be shrunken down to the size of a toy here at Toy Story Land. Here in Toy Story Land, you're basically in Andy's backyard. There are a bunch of different things you can do here. It's one of the newer lands here at Hollywood Studios. But our second selection of the top 3 snacks of Hollywood Studios is here at Woody's Lunchbox, so let's go. And here are the tachos, potato barrels coated with beef and bean chili, shredded cheese, and signature queso with tomatoes and corn chips, finished with sour cream and a sprinkle of green onions. Just looking at it, obviously the potato barrels are, if you're familiar with tater tots, you're familiar with potato barrels. Also, the corn chips look like Fritos. I'm just pointing that out there. I'm pretty sure they're Fritos.
Okay, I've gotten the lucky draw, and I get to try them first, which I will say, I've had potato barrels and tachos in many forms, many times. I really love tachos. I will tell you, I can tell they just made these potato barrels. Everything is so warm. The cheese is so melty. I really, really love the chili on this. Fun fact, it is actually a plant-based chili. Hashtag thank you, Relove, for telling me that. If you don't get the sour cream and cheese on it, it's actually a vegan option. I love this. I think it's so tasty.
Now I am a big fan of potato barrels, just as a blanket statement. So
Potatoes in general.
also love some good sour cream. Make sure you get some sour cream on there. Here we go. This is a solid bite.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I would not know this was a plant-based chili. I taste just like normal chili. The queso is so good. The sour cream is great. Everything complements each other really well. One thing I do have to agree with Emma about is that it is pretty big. It's tough to consider this an actual snack, but if you share it with like 2 or 3 people, it does become snack form, but it is very heavy. I love that this is actually Woody's Lunchbox and they're holding it open with like a thermos. That is creativity and I'm here for it. Woody's Roundup Barbecue. Time will tell if this will become on one of our on a list for top food, top snacks, or just top meals in general. Are you excited for barbecue?
I'm excited for barbecue, but I'll be honest, my favorite barbecue is technically at Disney Springs, and it's Polite Pig, so this is gonna have a lot to live up to.
Ooh, a lot of competition, Roundup. All right, we're coming out of Toy Story Land, and we're taking a little bit of the long way to our final top 3 snack here at Hollywood Studios. All right, it is officially time for dessert. Now, what is Epic Eats? This spot was previously called Oasis Canteen, which is now the name for a walk-up bar right next door. Now, they include soft serve ice cream, ice cold beverages, and the reason we're here, funnel cakes with some seriously epic options for topping. Now, Epic Eats doesn't open with the park. It actually opens at 11 because who wants funnel cakes for breakfast? Me. I do. I want funnel cakes for breakfast. We're gonna try the original, the number 1, the strawberry topping, the soft serve vanilla ice cream. They're currently serving a 50th anniversary Glimmer and Shimmer funnel cake, but right now it's important to try the one that stays true, the one that's always around. Please keep in mind that they do tend to change out the specialty one down here. But for now, we're gonna try the strawberry topping and soft serve vanilla ice cream. Let's go.
I also get to go first on this one. I don't know why he's being so kind, but I really appreciate it.
Because I'm so nice.
That's just how you are, and I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. So, funnel cake, strawberry, and ice cream.
Of course, the powdered sugar.
I cannot tell you the last time I chose to get a funnel cake. I normally, at Tennessee, so Dollywood, I normally associate funnel cakes and Dollywood. I don't get them here in Disney World just out of habit. I don't know why I haven't. This is delicious. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's so good and sweet. It is overly sweet though, so if you don't like overly sweet things, this is not gonna be your cup of tea. And also the ice cream is melting very fast, so there's obviously gonna be that chance that your funnel cake gets soggy if you're a slow eater like I am, but I still really enjoy it.
I also want to be very clear about this powdered sugar. It gets everywhere. So yeah, I've got the strawberry, the ice cream, and the funnel cake, and the powdered sugar. It is melting pretty fast because it's hot outside. It is sweet, but the thing that makes the strawberries great is that the acidity kind of cuts through the sweetness a little bit, so it could be, I'd be curious. I definitely don't know if I would get it without the strawberries, because I think without the strawberries, it would be way, way too sweet. But with the strawberries, I think the acidity definitely cuts through, which is awesome. The texture from the ice cream to the funnel cake, like the comparison, the relationship, if you will, super good. All right, Emma, because this funnel cake was from Epic Eats, which is obviously Epic is you know, Indiana Jones, the Epic Stunt Spectacular. I need to see your best Indiana Jones impression. That's solid. Well, we did it.
We did it. I'm very full.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
I think these were really interesting choices. I don't know if I would have chosen all of these as the top 3 snacks.
Yeah.
I think the charcuterie board, definitely. So good. Tacos were very good too, a little heavier.
Yeah.
Would you choose anything different? Like if you could think of one snack that you would have swapped out, what would that have been?
I don't know that I necessarily would have swapped because I don't think this is necessarily tastier or better than the 3 that we had. But an honorable mention, I would say Wookie Cookie at Backlot Express.
That is so funny because that was one of, again, and this is snacks that you all chose as the worst top 3 snacks.
No!
It was Wookie Cookie. That was on there.
Now, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch our biggest Disney World ride challenge ever.
See you there.